single malt whiskey, Glenlivet.
Empty cup with deer on it.
Okay, I get the hint. Hold it close, mate. Ooh. Yeah, you looking there, looking enough? Great. It's been on fire. Check that fire out, folks. This is the first kahawai that my nephew has caught, and we've sashimi'd up. This is only half of it. It was a big fish. It's only one side. We've got freshly cut ginger. We've got your normal wasabi, and then we've got real wasabi here, which is quite different. Here we've got some soy sauce. Sorry, that's not soy sauce. It's sesame sauce. This is soy sauce. And this is the first time that my nephew Mikhail has had sashimi. Or is it?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You caught it, bro. I'll give you a fork because I know that your forking uses with chopsticks, so there's your fork.
Fucking right.
Teared it, bro. It's a first. Not everybody likes it, and if you say, hey, I don't like it, Uncle Clay, I'm okay with that because I'll eat it all.
I'm pretty sure I like it.
So my builder, who's a mate of mine, Adrian, who I grew up at high school and we surfed together, he is going to make my house livable. As you know, the house is pretty much condemned. And today, this bloke from my team has brought all the stuff in, which is going to be for what's going to happen here. So, as you know, all the walls are rotten and the windows are falling out. So Adrian's he's going to stick a little balcony out here. He's going to smash out the whole window there. He's going to gut the room so it's lined, because right now it's uninsulated. He's going to replace like all these boards that are falling out and rotten, and he's going to stick another big sliding door window in here. So it's bloody awesome because I've been staying on the houseboat and I've got a warm room to live in. Plus it'll take care of the rat problem and a whole lot of things. So that's what's going on today. And here's just the piles for the little balcony and all the 4x2. It's just the beginning of it. And it's all been coming out of my Patreon money. So thank you, patrons, because otherwise we couldn't do it. Whoa! Jeez, it sounded pretty rough, didn't it?
That's an operation.
It sounded like it was like breaking or something. That's probably just the straps. She was starting to go to one side, eh?
Yeah, I was like, is it going to fall
Yeah.
on the fence? Or?
It's close. She's good. Exciting stuff. Do you know anything about planting seeds?
Put them in the dirt,
That's all I know too, mate. I know stuff all.
leave them,
There's a worm there.
come back.
Yeah, there's a worm down there. Yeah. Oh, good. Water's going on the ferns. Nice. So we got all these sent to us by these good bastards here in Cuddy. And the cool thing about it is, if you're a bit of a dumb fuck like me, you can still plant them because they've got all the stuff on the back. They've got all the information. So, and because you're a better reader than me, you'll knock that out even better than I can. These guys have got organic radishes. Happy days. Oh, big thanks again to you guys at King Seeds in Cuddy. Or is it Caddy? How would you say it? Caddy or Cuddy? What's the right pronunciation?
What does it say?
Oh, I think their address is on the back. It's the bottom there that goes. It's spelled K-A-T. Oh, I can't read it without my glasses.
Cutty, like scissors.
Was that scissors? Because they cutty.
Yeah, it's like that, cutty.
Oh, the cutty grass? Nah.
It's said like that. That's how I'd say it. It's cutty, yeah.
I think cutty grass is what we call that grass that kids because it cut us. It had nothing to do with that.
Cutty grass.
Yeah.
I always wondered that, Was it actually was it cutty like that, or was it cutty just because it cut you?
I think it's because it cut us.
Yeah.
It was a bitch of a thing to go. Remember that when you were kids running through that cutty grass? You have that on the other side of the world. In New Zealand we have it, and as kids we used to call it cutty grass because you go running through and you had all these cuts. Yeah. It was like next level paper cuts, you know. Yeah, so Mikhail's going to plant his own seeds. I've actually done a few that have worked all right, and surprisingly I did these radishes, but the chickens or something got into them. They're now starting to get away again. And yesterday, good bastard Shane dropped off some there's a whole lot of bottles up there. See that? Yeah, that was Shane dropped those off. I've got to give him a call and ask a little bit about that. He says you dilute it 20-1, but it's I'm not sure if it's that worm juice, what they call it, worm tea. I'm not sure, but he dropped off some really good stuff we're going to try for the garden. This is where I've seeded my plants, and it's the lid for it, goes on top. And Mikhail's going to be putting herbs in here today. One thing about having all these native ferns is it brings in the fantails and the other native birds. It's really nice. So this is wasabi. This was sent to me by Stu Drever about probably a year ago, and I've planted out little bits. And it likes lots of water and drainage, I've found. Some died and some didn't, but I'm going to plant more out and set up a system with water. And our coriander's going really well. This is coriander we've already eaten, and we've cut the stalks off at the bottom, and it's grown back up again.
I don't need to plant any more of that.
Well, no, you can plant more because we can always eat that, man. I'd eat that there in a whole one meal, eh? Like every meal. This is the last one we had, and it's got some left at the bottom of it, but no, it's good.
Borage? Do you know what borage is?
No.
Figure that out.
Borage. Oh no, borage is actually a plant that you grow and you have it as a cereal, but they've just spelled it wrong. It's called porridge.
I know that's what happens when you're hunting and the pig gets really angry at you and chases you up a tree without an A.
Without an A.
Borage.
You want coffee, mate? So one of my subscribers said that if you keep your coffee grains, and we have a shitload of coffee, you can use that there in your soil, and it's good for the plants. I don't know that. Did you know that, Mikhail?
Yeah, I've heard that.
You've heard that? Okay. I reckon it's enough. You want too much. What do you reckon there? Do you reckon one more, do you? Okay.
I didn't know that when I got a whole bag of coffee grains and reused coffee grains and just made coffee with it.
Tell us about that. What happened?
I saw a bag of coffee grains sitting on the side of the road, big one saying free.
Right.
I thought, oh, look at all this free coffee. Outside a coffee shop.
So it was all reused stuff?
Yeah, it was like, oh, and I thought, oh, okay, so what, it's the second time through. Oh, it still tastes like coffee. I didn't know much about coffee. I'd only had instant coffee.
Oh, mate, no, that would have been as weak as maiden's piss.
And so for about a month, I just made coffee with it.
You're joking?
Why is it still leaving little grainy bits in the coffee?
Well, how did it taste?
Pretty much like instant coffee, so I didn't know the difference.
Really? Oh, that's a good story anyway. I haven't got much of this left, just a little bit in the bottom of the packet, so I'm going to mix a bit of dirt in with it. It's for covering seeds. It says, lightly sprinkle, I don't know how to say that, vermicult, I don't know. How do you say that word, bud? What is it?
Vermiculite, I guess. Vermiculite.
Don't know, mate.
Vermiculite.
Over your seeds will give protection from light and environmental factors, helping with seed generation success. So we haven't got much left, but what I'll do is I'll mix a wee bit of dirt in that in a bag and just mix it up, and you can put your seeds in there once you've got the top nice and flush and you've read the packet. What are you going to plant first? I guess it comes down to how much space you need, distance apart and that, but I'm pretty sure with herbs they can be reasonably close together, eh? But I don't really know. I'm just guessing, mate. Oh, there's your fantail. G'day, mate. Come to see us again, have you? G'day. Hey. Well, Pace is looking happier this morning. I took him pig hunting yesterday, and he was on a pig for ages by himself, and Simon had to carry him out, and he was absolutely exhausted, and he didn't eat his dinner last night, but this morning he ate his possum, so He's actually alright, aren't you, boy? Yeah, dog's had a pretty big day, so they're resting up. And B, you're a machine, mate. Yeah, you got your first pig again. Yeah, it was a nice 50-pound fat maiden sow with a shiny coat. So we're going to eat well once we take a bit of leg off that or something. Hey, you look like you want to go hunting again. He's been like for 3 hunts in the last 5 days, or last 6 days. You're a good boy, aren't you? Oh, you're a good dog. Yes, you are. This old shed's been here forever and it's falling down, but I'm going to try and resurrect it because the framing's not bad in it. Wow, it's not bad until you look at the framing here. She's all rotten on this side here. She's buggered and it's just full of junk. But I'm going to empty it out now that I own this because it's on the property I bought. And I'm going to fix it up. But check this out. There's literally, I don't know, there must be 50 of these. So when Adventure Dan used to live with me, he worked at a place where you smoke fish. And they used to get all these poly bins. And I kept them all. And what I'm trying to find is a small one that I can fit inside that planter so you can get 3 in there, and that will be just the one right there. Perfect. At least I think it'll be perfect. We'll find out how that goes. So all these old things that have been just like rubbish are now becoming usable, aren't they there, Bigsy? Hey, what you doing, mate? Hey, one little shadow. Hey, I reckon that will be the right size here. What do you got, eh? Anyway, is it going to fit? Oh, jeez. Going to be tight. Is it going to go or not? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I got this comment from one of my patrons, although I see they stopped their pledge. They kind of went online to make a comment, and what he or she said, the name was Henna, I don't know, about my building, and that I shouldn't be teaching Mikhail to build because I'm a shit builder, and I'm always open to being shit about something, that's for sure. So this here, I could understand someone saying that because it's all done with recycled stuff. There's rounds mixed up with you know, bits of timber that just offcuts the stuff. Oops, that's not even just sitting there, and it's not straight because nothing is straight as it is with recycled timber. And I don't know anything about building, but having said that, I actually built this here, which is a boat, and it's not flash, but try building a boat, because a boat's got multiple angles. You've got curvature around here, you've got curvature there, you've got the curvature up here, so you've got multiple angles meeting different places. And this old boat, I built it 10 years ago without any plans. I just built it out of my head, really, and it's served us well, and I'm going to build another one. So I think if you can build a boat, you can build anything. And on that note, if you're like me and you're not a builder but you enjoy building stuff, and if people knock you, just keep on building stuff and don't worry about it, because it's actually fun and it's also useful. This boat has kept hundreds of people on fish, because I give away most of my fish, you know, I catch. And Mikhail's learnt quite a bit from my teaching so far, so I felt that the comment was true. I shouldn't be too harsh on Mikhail teaching him, which I don't feel I am. I always acknowledge his feelings and how he's feeling if something's not working out, and I do feel for him if he tries and he fails, but in the end he's always succeeded. So I know that comment probably came out of caring for Mikhail, and I really appreciate that side of it, but if you're going to knock somebody who's trying to help somebody else with their limited skills, first of all, before you make a comment like that, think about what use is that to the person who they're trying to teach, and also what are you actually contributing to help, because I don't find those comments, they're very helpful. If I wasn't as confident as I am in myself, I would go, oh, I better not teach him anymore, and that would be terrible, because Mikhail's learning heaps and I'm learning heaps from him. Hey, bro. Oh, wicked. See, little signs.
Yeah.
Plastic, nice. Here's something I'm a bastard for not doing, that's labelling stuff. And this is going to be good. What I would do before you put those in is I'd do your rows first and then put them in, because you don't know how much you're going to need. I'm going to put a third container in here too, because I found one that'll fit. So they can start at that and I'll get mine going. I'll let you start planting out and I'll get mine full of dirt. What do you got, Bigsy? Hey? You were going back in the kennel. Every bit of rubbish that is around here. What's this? Oh, mate, not for Bigsy. No. You gotta get the stuff at the tip. Leave it. You're not really helping much, mate. You're not really helping much. No, you're not. No, not helping much at all. Stop biting, eh? Get your bloody nose out of my armpit. Bloody hell, that's horrible. You want to stop biting my hand there, hey? Ow! Bigsy, get out of there. Where you go, Bigsy? Where you go? Where you go? Did it say you're supposed to water the ground before you put seeds in? Oh, bloody good.
Not on the back of the seed packet. I watched the tutorial.
Oh, cool.
Started watching one.
Yeah, right, eh?
Trying not to water the phone.
Trying to water the phone, yeah, well, it is a Huawei, so I wouldn't try and water that. You get away with the Galaxy S10 or S20 because they're pretty waterproof. Right, so I'm going to do coriander just to my one, which is a little one here. And have you read what you do with coriander? You plant it?
You have the instructions on the back as to how to plant it. Just tells you what not to do, really.
Oh, yeah, oh, well, just... Oh, you got the wee tutorial there. I'll watch that then.
Watching this.
Oh, there are instructions here. Never use... Oh, sorry. Always use a good quality seed raising mix, which we don't have. Well, we have a little bit with dirt. Never sow seeds too deeply. As a general rule, fine seeds should be barely covered. Okay. Larger seeds should be sown no deeper than twice its diameter. Maintain moisture. Blah blah. Oh no, this has got instructions on it, bro. You know, they're there. There's instructions at the top there. That's all there. Because it says instructions. Look, it says seed sowing instructions.
Wasn't kind of in a step-by-step sort of thing.
That's the instructions I'm going to go on.
Yeah.
I've never read the instructions at all, so I'm lucky my last ones grew. I just hoofed them in the ground.
Yeah, well that's, yeah. It probably could have been a bit more clear as in put them in like this, you know, as an instruction. But
yeah, because it hasn't got distances apart, has it? I'm not sure, but I'm just going to...
I get the idea. I think you just put them in and then follow these guidelines.
Oh, we'll see how we go.
They're more guidelines than instructions.
Yeah, yeah. And if people are watching this, just tell us after we've done this what we could have done better, because we don't know. I'm going to make a line of coriander in here. What do you got, mate? You got the jaw of an animal there, have you? You're having a chew on. Hey? Life on the farm's pretty good, isn't it? Coriander seeds, actually, these are treated with a fungicide, so you can't have any animals get in, but I reckon that's enough. You can also use coriander seeds that aren't treated for cooking with, just like that. Crunch them up. Just going to make a really thin line, I think. They barely want to be covered. Jeez, not doing very well so far, son. 1, 2. Distance apart. How's this going to work, guys? You guys reckon it's going to work all right? So these are supposed to be planted indoors, which they're not going to be. They're going to be out in this box, but I'm going to put some cloth over them at night so they don't get too cold. I'll cover them up. And they are inside this this grower here, inside there, and it's also an insulated box. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this. It's a seedling mix covered with dirt because we didn't have enough. I'm just going to put that over the top like this. Oh, am I covering it too much? Just very lightly cover them. Don't want too much. We'll just have to wait and see if it works. Don't want to be putting weeds in the mix. You can piss off, mate. We'll see what's going to happen here. And then I'll put some water over the top of that again. Just a little bit more. Down. Right, water in. I just tipped a few in my hand and then I stuck them in there. Yeah, it's way too many. You only want it. Yeah, it's way too many.
Yeah, I'll put some back. Man, they look interesting.
They are, aren't they? They're cool, eh?
They got like heads, they're like, oh.
Yeah. So is there a direction you plant them up or down?
No idea.
Is that borage, is it?
Yeah. Like a little dude called Boris, that's how I'm going to remember it.
Okay.
Little mini Boris.
I'll put them in. Oh, do you do them singularly or do you sprinkle them like that? You want to give them so the plant's got its...
Let's try, yeah.
I'd plant, I mean, I don't know, but I'd guess you'd give a space between each one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Because I sprinkled the thyme in all together, but they're tiny little seeds.
Yeah, but when you think what thyme is like when it grows, you only need, you wouldn't need many, you'd only need like 3 or 4. You get one plant out of one seed, don't you?
Cool,
So,
that's good then, because I only put a few in there.
I don't know, I'm just making it up, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of trying to think outside of
Yeah.
what I would imagine, but I haven't got a clue, to be honest. Gonna just give mine a little light bit of water. I'm going to make a watering can out of something, Mikhail. Wouldn't be hard to make. We need a watering can, mate, because we've got that mix that Shane dropped us off, and it needs to be watered on the plants. I've got some blood and bone. I reckon just a light spray on this will be the go. So there's some stuff for you to cover your seeds. There you go. Once you put those back in the packet, you can use that to cover them.
Cheers. Trial run.
This is a trial run. We'll find out how we go, mate. Yeah, next time when you ride them, just leave a bit of card over so you can actually stick the thing in the ground. That'll be sweet.
What's the seed mix made of?
Oh, it must be something I think that absorbs water, I reckon. I don't know, something that holds water to keep them. That's mixed up with dirt, so it looks like oats, eh? Looks like muesli or something.
That would make sense because that absorbs water really well.
I don't think it is muesli, mate. I wouldn't suggest eating it, but yeah. You can put a bit more than. I'll grab a handful and just sprinkle a whole lot over. They say the thickness of the seed, eh? Or
Like that thick, you reckon?
yeah, it might be a bit thick. Just down this other end here. Yep. Good. Just light. Get these weeds out. And just a bit there and you'll be sweet as, bro. Nice.
Sweet.
Put your sign in and you're good to go.
Find out what borage is.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool, eh? I'll leave you to carry on with that and I'll carry on work over here. Cool. What are you doing, eh? Put your nose in there. What you doing, eh? Oh, he's a hard case. Digging everything up. Making a hell of a mess everywhere, mate. Go. Only live once, eh, Bigsy? Hey, what you got? Hey, what you got? What you got? Hey, what you got? Mess everywhere. Awesome. I lost my sign. I don't know what's in here now. Coriander. Good one, bro. Good one. So it's going to be interesting what borage is like, eh? Yeah, bloody good. Oh, I'll put this lid on. So this lid here is hinged. See that there? You've got to use this on it too. That's a hinge. And that there goes on this here, so it actually opens and closes, but it's a bit damaged. We need to glue it up. So it fits on here. And then it hinges. I'll show you how to make it. So we've got our lid. It folds nicely down on the outside. Beautiful. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm doing the FMG's remix.
Are you doing it on guitar or on keyboards?
I think I'm going to learn it on keyboard.
Oh, well, I've taught you a few guitar chords, so don't be scared to put them down.
I'm doing it. It's like a parody. I'm gonna rewrite another song.
Oh, cool.
And yeah.
Oh, we might not be able to publish it if you're doing that, but we'll just do it and we'll just get demonetized and fuck it. I'm going to play this and do my own one too. Cool. Looking forward to hearing it. So as soon as Mikhail's come up with his creation for the Father Mucker's Gardeners, we'll play it, and I'm going to just make one up now. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'm going to go into the garden, sit down with Bigsy, and see what comes out of the ukulele. I don't know if I can put this down on this, use this here as a stand for the camera. Bigsy, don't knock me arm, mate. Oh, I had it in there, he's already... Is he going to sit there? Yeah, we're good, we're good. Yeah, Bigsy, let me do the song. It's bloody warm. I've got my father muckers, I'm going to take this off because I'm too hot. It's too hot. Oh, it's beautiful in the garden. So we were supposed to go fishing this morning, and I woke up and I was just hurting all over. Took a painkiller. That sorted that out pretty quick. Bang, feeling good. But when I was going fishing with my mate, nobody was catching any fish here. It was down at the Motueka wharf, and there was nothing there. Well, the father mucker gardeners, and we haven't got a clue. Planting a vegetable or two. Where the father mucker gardeners don't know how to grow. Rely on subscribers. I hope you show us. We got borage, sounds like porridge, and we have grown some thyme. And we've got coriander. We got parsley for fish, but I wanna grow some dill. That's my wish. We're the father mucker gardeners, and we haven't got a clue. Going to grow a vegetable or two. This is the process, how we learn. I look down on the ground and look, I found a worm. Oh, put him in the dirt, let him grow. We're the father mucker gardeners, we haven't got a clue. Planting vegetables for me and you. We're the father mucker gardeners, watch us grow. And our muscle boys scope my flow. Now Mikhail, my nephew, he's pretty good at writing. He's creating a song in his house truck for you. It'll be a parody, it'll have him and me, and some radishes and some cabbages and maybe some broccoli. We're the father mucker gardeners, and we're coming to you. Hope you enjoy watching us stuff up everything we grow. And help us if you can, make a comment below. Cause we haven't got a fucking clue how to grow. That's my one off the top, Mikhail. Is yours ready to go? He's in the house truck still writing. We have different methods of writing stuff. Mikhail sits down and writes words, and I just make them up off the top. And sometimes you make them up the top too, eh, Mikhail? Yeah, he can do rhymes. Like sometimes he'll just do off the top of his head. Like I guarantee you. Like I saw the worm on the ground, so that triggered me, and I tried to pick it up and get it in time, but I couldn't get my fingernails on it, so I couldn't get it in time for the song. Did you scope that? Yeah.
Why are you not saying worm?
I know. I was waiting to pick the worm up.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and then you were thinking worm.
Yeah, because I could hear it.
I set up the word before with learn to rhyme with worm. That's what I was doing. That's how it rolled. But you jumped in there. That was kind of cool. Yeah. You could have jumped in if you'd known. If you'd seen the worm, you could have jumped in on time, and then I could have picked it up.
I didn't at first because I would have expected you to just say it. And then you didn't, so I'm like, there must be something going on here, but I didn't realise it was because you'd found the worm on the ground.
I was just waiting for it, but anyway.
And that's why I was delayed, but yeah.
That's okay, that's cool. So have you got any spontaneous rhymes?
Well, yeah, I started to write something because there's this song and it's...
Give us a spontaneous rhyme before I take this back in.
A spontaneous rhyme?
Yeah, well, just off that there. What do you got so far?
Oh, okay.
So we can hear it.
Well, this is, it goes, the song is Lil Kim Lighters.
Give us a beat.
And it sounds like...
Give us a rhythm and I'll give you that. So
like
I'll give you the beatbox. You just give me the timing of it. What count is it?
It's this.
Oh, you're using a backing track.
Yeah, but I haven't got... I'll get the...
There's
I'll get the backing track without the words. It's instrumental.
Would that beat be okay for you?
This is instrumental.
Oh, you get instrumentally, or turn it up loud, man.
Yeah.
Full volume.
Where's the...
How we make stuff up on the fly is always, it's always like a bit of a risk because you can choke and you can like do something that's not going to work. Turn up, bro. Take the speaker. I've given Mikhail my keyboard amp. Oh, now we're talking.
I'll raise my bed high, you see. Okay, so imagine we got those things we made to raise the editors up.
Drop your sounds a bit more down your backing track there so we can hear you talk. I'll spin the camera around so we can see you. Okay. Okay. I'll roll it. Are we rolling? Yeah.
I'll raise my bed high, you see we're either do or they're gonna die. Cause you know the rats are close by, some were murdered when I'm pulling weeds from the surface. Careful you can move and disturb this, that's the purpose. Gotta be careful when you're planting, otherwise you're not advancing. How can you grow if you don't have basic knowledge of where to put the dirt in? Now we're working, getting figures deep in the dirt. We're trying to figure out how a new seed will emerge. It's a secret at first, finding out I learn from the sun. That's why I'm doing it until the weeds are done, having fun. Father muckers, this is us, we don't stutter, we come with enough. Another one, another few, cause we have to handle. Underneath the sun with coriander, that's the plan. Coriander, as we jam now for a bit. Moving my hands to the rhythm of this, giving a bit, and we'll mix it with fish like the other day. Then run away, we got dough, and a million ways to stay still. We'll be picking this up, don't take the pills that they give to you. Different kind of pill that we put in the ground, sipping the pills now. Afterwards, friends gather around by the fire pit. You should try all this. Put the seeds, let them grow before they expire. The entire wick burns right down. We got the heat from the sun that'll make them be found. Broccoli, toss it free. Honestly, what we gotta see, they travel up from the dirt on their own way. Say emerge from this odyssey, we can be on the beat. Astrology is combined, on and on it goes. Originally designed, divine, to find the way that it lies. From incline to sublime, we try these ideas, lemon and limes. Lemons outside at the moment, it'll be fine. Seeing what you got, the grapes and the vine, mix it with wine. This is what we could do, combine like twine, or just stick it with glue, like you found before inside. When you decide the Fahrenheit gets higher for the foreign guys listening to rock and right. Dropping right, throw some seeds underneath at the surface to the sunlight, like what?
Awesome.
It's a trial.
I could get into that. What do you guys reckon? Out of that was mostly you wrote something. The rest was spontaneous, eh?
Yeah, it is quicker to do it spontaneous.
I love it. I think spontaneous. Vote below. His words that he started off that he wrote were cool, but I reckon his ad lib is really cool, bro. Put it there. That was happening, man.
Yeah.
That was happening. Oh, that was awesome. Now I've got that on my head.
I'll raise my bed high.
It's Sunday. What'd you say? Say that again, bro. How'd it start?
Because the original song is I come from Bed-Stuy, and I changed to I raise my bed high.
Cool.
See you either do or they're gon' die. Cause you know the rats are close by. Some were murdered. I was pulling weeds from the surface. Careful you can move and disturb this. That's what I got written.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I reckon we do a proper remix. We take it to the studio. Oh, you're going to fix your computer up doing that shit, man.
It's got a virus.
It's got a virus. It's got a virus. You've got to stop that. It drives me mental. I'm out there in the garden. I hear do all the time. Hey, do that. We'll take it to the studio. I don't know if can we use that backing track or is it copyrighted?
Oh, probably we could change the chords.
I got an idea. Why don't you create one similar to it on the keyboard that you own?
And
different. Yeah, we'll muck around with that. So it's Sunday today and we're having a chill day. We're doing a little bit of gardening, but we're just taking it easy. Because yesterday was a pretty hard out day. It was for me because fishing in the morning and then pig hunting till night and got home and I slept past the alarm. So it's one of those chill out days. But it feels nice to have a chill out day. Still haven't hung me washing out. Still haven't picked up all the containers of Big Z. What are you doing, Big Z? What do you got this time, mate? Oh, you've got the honey container. Oh, great. Oh no, that's the fat container. They had the fatter, didn't it, Big Z? Still got all your mess to pick up. Only picked it up last night, now it's all everywhere again. That's my fault. Not his fault, my fault for letting him roam free, but I just like to let him roam free, don't sweat the small stuff. To buy some new tea towels and stuff, mate. Look at these are fucked. Oh, that rainbow thing. Whose is that? Is that Dayla's?
No, that was on the fridge.
Oh, it's on the fridge. I was going to say, If that was yours, are you not telling me something about your, you know?
Yeah, I'm made of light.
Sorry?
I'm a rainbow too.
Well, isn't that the flag for being gay?
Yeah, I don't get that, eh? Because
I think it's racist. Not racist. I think it's not fair against us. It's like saying straight people can't have colour in our lives.
yeah, what's colour got to do with sexuality?
Bucket if I know. That must be Dayla's. I don't think Dayla's gay. That would be the warmest place to be right now, around here. By the fire, the old farmhouse. Can I show you a better way to cut that?
Yeah.
You open to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see you've been doing a few bench press, eh?
No.
No?
Oh no, I did. I put them on it. Yeah, I tried it. Yeah.
And it still wasn't heavy enough for you, was it?
It's very light. Yeah.
Too light, yeah. Probably way too heavy for me. Anyway, because you're a strong boy. You're a strong boy with a lot of strength, and you don't quite know how to use it when it comes to chopping kindling. So that's what I want to say to you.
Strength is not really the key.
It's technique, bro. And it's also the right piece of wood. So in this pile here, what would be the piece of wood that you think is going to be the best for kindling looking at it? I'll give you a clue. You don't want knots in it because knots are just going to get in the way of your axe, you know.
Okay.
What would be a good piece in there? Looking at it.
Got a flat one. That one looks flat, but I mean, I'm looking at it looks flat on the top. Is that
Yep,
flat?
yep, it's flat. But have a good look at it and turn it over.
It's got a knot in it. Got a thing like that.
It's got a massive big knot, yeah.
That one's kind of flat.
Hmm.
Hasn't got a knot.
Well, you've got the right idea. You want a flat piece, but you want a flat wide piece. That's the one with the knot in it. It's about as flat as we've got here. So I'll show you what to do. Pace, you are going to get severely hurt there, mate. So if you cut it this way here, it's really easy to split it in half because you've got that coming down the axe. But if you lie it on the side and apply the right pressure, put the flat side down so it's firm on there. You know there's a knot in here, so it may not split there. You can keep your foot on the block and keep it together, and then you can on the angle you can bring your axe just to there, so the axe head is hitting this angle here, and most of it will split. And then the leftover bits you can then put them on the end. Foot to secure it. You see it's coming off. Now the risk with this is hitting your foot, so you've really got to have control, eh? Really got to have control. And you can see there, we're getting those nice thin ones without going anywhere. There's a knot down there somewhere. And the time it takes to do it is a lot faster than what you had before, because I've already made my kindling. I can hear you guys going, oh, that's not safe the way I've just shown Mikhail here to split it, so I'm going to show you also the safe way. If you're a safety person, you'd have something over your head or a pair of glasses. I'm just putting this on for a bit of a, I don't know. And you place your wood this way, give it a wee smack, and then that way. From this angle here, you can't really hurt yourself. So you get it in there a little bit, and then you hold it so it's stuck onto the wood, and use the whole lot together. It comes down on the block like that. It's way slower, but it's way safer. But you can't possibly hurt yourself, and then you can split that way. You've got that on there like that, see? Right. So the whole lot's coming down, and bang, splits it. It's slow, bro, but it's just, I'm thinking about how a couple of times I've seen you lose the axe, and the other way that I've been doing it for years like that, I've never had an accident, but that doesn't mean to say that. See that there?
On the edge more, was it? In the corner more? What was the difference there?
Well, it's a whole different technique. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting the whole lot like that, and the handle there, all on the block. We'll do it steps.
As opposed to getting it stuck in there and then hitting it again.
Yeah, and you're lifting the whole lot up. You're lifting the axe and the wood.
Right.
So she's... Is my hand underneath holding that up so it doesn't come off? And it splits pretty easy. It is slow. And what I'll do is I'll split a piece for you to cut some. And you can practice in your own time, and then I'll come back later. So there's a nice big one to split. And I'll just bring this one here. Just move back because it may shoot out that way there. There's a nice one. That'll be a really good one for kindling. You got that one there. You got that one there. You're keeping it together with this here, there, that there. Okay, so you're putting that so it's touching it there.
Cool.
And one hand, that's it. But put it in the centre. You've got it half to the side there. Get it centred. There you go. Try that. Hold secure. The how much you're holding the whole lot tight. There you go. You're getting it. See that?
Yeah.
Nice. Smack it now. Stop there. Yeah. Now split it that way. Yep. No. So you're using it angle on the side to split it like that there, just like you were. There. Have a play around with it, and I reckon you'll find that's a better method.
Is that? Do you reckon it's better than? I mean.
No. That's out of control.
Out of
and as you saw yesterday, you keep on losing it all the time. Once you get the hang of that, coordinating it, it'll be good. But you've got to make sure. So here you don't need to do anything more because you already got it split. You could then finish it off that way, like that there, if you want to, you know. But this way here, by having that piece of wood in here, and then on the handle down here, it's all under control.
Cool. Yeah, and it splits them kind of small as well. Like it doesn't.
It's really good, bro.
Yeah.
It's really good for. It's much slower than the way I do it, but it's much safer. Yes, yep, cool, yep, perfect.
And then
there we go.
We get it, and we hit it in the middle.
No. You
hold it underneath.
You're going to the end here.
I remember.
Yeah, you can hold that there like that there. If you can get it to stick in there, if you can give it one whack, if you can give it one whack to stay in there, you just got to be careful with your hands. You give it one whack.
That's the start. Yeah.
You can. So that would be enough there, and then holding that, then bringing it down underneath. I'm not doing it because it'll split it. Okay.
So, and
cool. Yep, that's it. Give it a good smack. Good smack. There you go. Now you can wedge it with your hand. Beautiful. You've got it, man. You've got it. Well, do those again. Do those both again and try it again. Yeah, get it in the middle, right in the centre.
Give it a hit first, like we did. Like
you can, but you don't need to. If you can hold it tight.
Do that.
Yeah, give it a good smack though. Hold it tight.
Pinky out the way.
Yeah. Coordinate it. Make sure you're holding the axe nice and tight. It's the weight of it coming down. Nice.
There it is.
You've got it, bro. You've got it. I'll let you carry on. Do a pile, and I can see you've already got it. I don't know whether I'm becoming a better teacher with you or you're becoming a better student, but you're picking stuff up so fast now, hey? What's your answer to that?
Look at you, man. I don't know. It's probably both.
That's cool. And my mate Adrian's just turned up, start building. As you can see, he's already started on the profiles here. Got a bit of a veranda out to here, and he's getting a welcome from Bruno. Good morning.
Morning.
How you going?
Very good.
Nice cool day for working. Yeah, man. Good to see you, bud. Bruno, don't pee on that. Bruno, come. Bruno. He knows Adrian well, so it's all good. Yeah, you won't get close to old Bigsy, no. He won't have a bar of it. You can see that Adrian has taken away, what do you call that bottom board, Arbs?
Oh, it's vermin proofing, ultimately, is what it is, to attempt to keep rats and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Well, that worked well.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, it has exposed the piles on the weather side of the house. Totara stuck in the ground. Not much there anymore. Sort of a little bit sort of floating.
Yeah.
There's only about 10 mil drop in the whole house from the far corner where the pile's been replaced and where the slab was done later.
Really?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to disturb it too much. I'll jack it up a bit so I can pull this corner pile out.
Yeah.
And then I'll hang new piles in, dig the holes, hang the new piles on, and then when we pour the concrete for here, we'll pour these ones at the same time.
Oh, bloody good.
The veranda's separate from this. I did it that way so that we don't have to worry about putting any extra load on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't see under there. The piles at the back don't look as, well, you wouldn't know in the ground.
No, that's right.
Yeah, but actually not so bad. There's no way you can crawl under there and put insulation under there, is there, bud?
Not really.
She's pretty bloody,
The idea is to have a look at the floor.
Yeah, righto.
You know, the best insulation is probably carpet, you know,
Yeah,
and
mate.
underlay.
So the old rats live under there, eh?
Yeah.
They make homes under there, little bastards.
But what you can do is, you know, you can chop the floor off. We have a look at the floor and see what kind of condition it's in. Chop it out.
We could just build a whole new house too.
Well, it's still cheaper than building a new place.
It is, eh, mate? Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
It is. So, but I mean, you can do that with, you know, with certain rooms. But yeah, it's a bit too low to get underneath.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Bloody good. Well, it's really neat to see. Man, you work fast. He just like, you know, if you're not a builder and then a builder comes around, you realise why you actually pay a builder, because time-wise, the speed this guy works is phenomenal. You know, I was watching him put profiles in yesterday and just boom. And I know how to put profiles in, but it would have taken me. I'd still be mucking around a day. You know, he's got laser and all the gear, of course, the experience. Yeah, it's kind of cool watching you work, bro.
It's good fun doing it, you know. That's
Yeah.
what keeps us old fellas still moving through.
It does.
If it wasn't this much fun, I'd be at Mitre 10.
Yeah, don't go there yet, bro.
No,
I'm ready to
can't.
push.
I like it too much. The thing about this job is as you get older, you get more efficient.
Yeah, right.
So old guys still produce better than young guys who run around and they go back to the van empty-handed and come back and do 3 trips for every one.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing is, it's just you get more efficient as you get older, and then you've got to slow down for your body, just not smash
You
it.
don't slow down.
Well, I'm
Come
not a
on,
bull at
bro.
a gate anymore.
You know.
I used to, well, I was never really a bull at a
He
gate.
goes mountain biking all the time and goes hard out.
Only downhill.
Only downhill.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dawdle uphill. It's like
Yeah.
paddling out to catch a wave.
We both had a health crisis at the same time. Adrian had was it a heart attack?
No, I had a dodgy aortic valve.
Okay.
Needed a valve replacement.
So you didn't actually have any MIs, or what do they call it when you had?
No, I didn't. But I had
Right.
Angina for a year and a half. Every time I climb up the hill, I had pain in my chest, which of course was stomach, as far as I was concerned.
Stomach.
Yeah, too many coffees.
So you thought you had an
Usually bar.
indigestion or something, did
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
And so what'd you have? A
Open a heart.
open heart?
Yeah, and they replaced the valve with a pig's valve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And they did a bypass, pulled a vein out of my leg, and
bloody hell.
did a bypass.
So you've actually got a pig's valve in your body now?
Yep. It's got a 10-year lifespan too.
Really? A 10-year lifespan?
A lot of them last 25 years. And,
Really?
Yeah, and they say the next time they do it, they'll just do it through an artery.
Will it see you out, or you'll get no? You will like live
No,
like that.
they'll probably need another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll do it through the artery.
Isn't that amazing?
It's
Imagine
just
that.
like a stent, because they've
Yeah.
already sewn the ring onto the heart.
Right.
So then they're just going to obviously put the catheter in, pull the old one out, stick the new one in.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, human beings, the things we do today.
yeah, that's right.
Anyway, so you can see where Adrian's got the profiles up to there. The balcony's going to come out to here, which is where Mikhail and I will be having our coffees in about 6 weeks, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to change the driveway a bit, because this old shed's fallen down. It's actually rotten. We're going to cut all this bush out here, because the driveway will go around here further. And the whole idea is so I've got a room I can actually sleep in, because you can't live in it. It's just cold. Yeah, it's going to be, so he's going to make one room. I was going to build a log cabin and live in that, but this is actually going to be faster. I'm still going to build my cabin though, because I want to have a log cabin, because every bloke needs a log cabin. What is that, bro? Jeez. Holy shit.
It's like having your own knee scaffolding.
Robocot.
Yeah.
They're brilliant, eh?
They are.
Never seen them before. They're quite different. They're actually...
Mitre 10.
Right.
Down on my knees.
How does that feel? Does it feel
Feels
comfortable?
good. It feels
Yep.
really good.
Right, eh?
They're nice and stable.
Yep.
And they're just really, it's good. And I actually, one of the dogs took them. That's why I had them up there.
Oh, the puppy took it. That was the Bigsy. That's the pup. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Bigsy will steal everything, mate.
Yeah, he took it for a bit of a run.
Yeah.
So yeah, dig this out with a crowbar.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Swedish cowfoot, actually, this is.
Swedish cowfoot, huh? Yeah.
It's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Part of my legacy of living in Sweden.
Yeah,
Some of their
right.
Tools.
Yeah. So in 1991, Adrian was living in Sweden with his partner, Åsa, his girlfriend, and I always wanted to go over and see him, so I did. And it was actually one of the first countries I lived in when I left home. And I stayed with Adrian for 6 months. And it was awesome. I had a great time with you, bro.
Yeah, it was good fun, eh?
Oh man, and he had a friend called Tom Seddon, and I sailed in the archipelago with Tom Seddon on his boat and spent a few nights on that. And I enjoyed the Swedish food, and Adrian could speak Swedish fluently. He also speaks German fluently. So Adrian and I kind of lived in Europe. I was there 6 months in Stockholm, and I played there. And it's really interesting because when I played there, I got a job playing in a restaurant. I think it was called...
Was that Greek one where you
yeah.
rugby tackled the guy
Yeah.
who tried to do a runner without paying the bill?
Yeah. So there's a story that Adrian can remember. I didn't think you remember it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was in Stockholm, and it was on a 7th story high. What was it called? Gondola in that place? That big tall building in Stockholm? Was it Gondola or some fun weird name?
Could have been.
And so I was trying to get a gig there playing music, and I was only like, oh, we're talking back, how many years are but 1991?
No, it would have been even earlier actually.
I went to 91, that was 91.
Oh, okay, so 91, yep.
Yeah, no, it was, and I was trying to get a job playing music there, and there was an American couple, I don't remember, a bald guy with a younger blonde girlfriend, and they had all the gigs sewn up, and I was up there like talking to the Greek boss. It was like Greek mafia that owned it, and he had all these Greek sons all working for him, and there was this drunken Swedish, big Swedish, Swedes are big, eh? Like
They can be.
Yeah, he was a big drunk guy who wasn't going to pay his bill, and he wasn't going to pay his bill, and he wasn't going to leave. And the Greek guy was saying, being polite to him, can you please go? And then they had got into a bit of a confrontation, and it was really interesting because the great big Swedish guy he was winning, and the Greek waiter was losing, and he had him in a headlock, and he was choking him out. But the funny thing was, all the Swedish people were sitting there, no one's helping.
It's the city, eh? That's the city.
Unbelievable.
I've seen that in a few cities in Europe.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've seen it in Hamburg as well.
Right.
They're desensitised to stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's this guy getting choked out by this, and I'm like sitting there, and the music's going on, and everyone's like sitting there drinking, looking, and pretending it's not happening. So fuck this. I went running across 2 tables, bang, all their plates off, did a huge rugby tackle on this big Swedish guy, and I latched onto his throat, and I choked him out. I was choking him out, he's choking the other guy out, and eventually I choked him out. The other guy's like unconscious, and that was it. I went into the office afterwards, and the
gig.
Yeah, the big mafia boss goes, he fired the other 2 musicians who I felt shit about on the spot, and he said, it's yours, you're like a brother, and he gave me this kick, and they love me there, eh? Just because I did what any bloke would do to help someone out. Most people normally would. I know you're right, it's a city thing, eh?
It is a bit. They're just desensitised to that sort of stuff, and they just look away. Don't really want to know. Don't want to be involved.
Yeah.
I say people can die on the side of the road in New York, and people will walk past them.
Anyway, so that was how I got the job. I'm sure it was called Gondola Restaurant. If you're from Stockholm and you know that place, let us know. And I ended up playing a regular gig there, and I never had to be a bouncer there again. Memories. I didn't think you'd remember that, Arbs.
Well, you were busking in a tube station one time.
Yeah.
And
do you remember when I was busking on the tube station?
Yeah, and there were some punks going past, but Swedish punks are pretty
mellow, eh?
Pretty mellow.
Not like English ones, yeah.
No, exactly. And they had a dog or something, and they'd done a hairdo on the dog or something like that.
Right,
and you made a joke to them, and they got all a bit antsy or something, and you came home, and there was a story about that too. And
I told them their dog was gay.
Yeah.
Because their dog had purple with a thing up there, and it's like, I was just winding them up, just joking, but no.
You do,
Yeah. I had a great time in Sweden, man. Happy days. I'd love to go back, Arbs.
That was a really good social system there, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You paid a lot of tax, but you actually had a lot of money.
And you were looked after well.
Yeah.
Medical and everything.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Mm.
And they got a total different take on this whole coronavirus thing, Swedes have.
Yeah, how are they getting on with that?
Well, they're losing quite a few numbers at the start because they're going for herd immunity. But if you don't have a vaccine, like their epidemiologist said, the only logical process without a vaccine is to go for herd immunity.
So that answers a question, because I didn't know. Once you've had corona, can you not get it again?
Well, that's what he seems to think, and that's what their official line is. So
right, okay, that's interesting.
It's a bit like chucking the kids in the bed when you got measles. First kid gets measles, you put all 3 of them in the bed, they're all off school.
I didn't know that. I wasn't sure, so that answers that question.
Yeah. So,
well, I think Sweden's a great country, and I loved it there.
Yeah.
My time with you was awesome.
It's a big country. Before Germany reunited, it was the third biggest country in Europe, and it had 8 million people then.
Yeah.
A lot of space. I drove up to the Nord Cap, to the Arctic Circle.
Right.
It's 2,500 k round trip from Stockholm up, which is 600 k's up and back, and space galore. You know,
Yeah.
it's just unbelievable.
Wow.
Oh, you got some tucker.
He's bought you an apple. He's hanging around Adrian, but he's not sure. He's trouble. How you getting on? Whoa! Nice wee pile for you, mate. You finding that way any better or not?
Yeah, it's been good.
Well, you've done a hell of a lot better than you were doing last time. And
Just this one isn't.
yeah, that's because I'm filming, bro. That's what always happens. No, you've done really well. So you can pop that in your house truck, and then when you want to light a fire, man, when it gets colder, you've got a pile of kindling. Keep yourself warm, eh? Yeah, that's got a knot in it. That's why it's also difficult, that piece.
This one too, yeah, both of them. It's
They're knotted, but you're doing all right.
There we go, that's better.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Awesome, bro.
Bit of wood.
Awesome. Great achievement.
Yeah.
You're actually going about twice as fast as the other way you were doing it, with a much tidier pile. And you can't really hurt yourself, eh? It's pretty good. Yeah, it's really fast, and it's a good pile of kindling. Throughout New Zealand, amongst a lot of people I know, and including myself, it's not massive, but there's a low level sort of anxiety sort of thing going on. I come over to the house truck to ask Mikhail what's his spin on the general feeling, because him and I are together in the same bubble, and really he's got no one to bounce off stuff other than me, and I just wanted to get your spin on that. Yeah, what's your words on that, bud?
Yeah, I've been feeling a bit of a low level of anxiety. It's probably attributable, at least in part, to COVID, all this stuff here. Not that I can actually tell where it's connected to that, apart from when I'm at the supermarket or when I got here from the airport, when I was at the airport. That was a pretty tense feeling that I had there. Here, I can't trace it so much. My general meaning and what I'm going for is less certain than it was. And that's probably a part of this COVID-19 thing as well, because it's just taken certainty away in some ways.
Yeah, right. Slide the key to whatever, bro. Slide the keyboard over. Chair. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Whoa.
Got a feast and a half, bro.
Ohayo gozaimasu. Shinjirare nai.
I'll explain what's going on here, bro. So, let's see. You've got two salami, salmons. I was going to say salami.
Salmon.
This is porky. I think you call it porky. It's actually chili with a tiny little bit of soy, and it's got it's the ghost chili mixed with hot peppers in there, and sesame oil, and it's fine bits of kahawai cut up. Oh, wow. So that's really nice. And you got a couple of, as I said, salmon, and there's real wasabi on that, not the fake one. You've got the underbelly of the kahawai, and you've got the top side. You've also got some nice herrings, and you've got some blue vein cheese. You've got one sliced tomato, and you've got soy to dip into. And you've also got freshly chopped ginger. That will go really nice with the kahawai. I just learned that Mikhail knows a bit of Japanese. For the surprises.
Hey.
Okay, other than hi, what else have you got here?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It's no.
Okay. So we're chomping on the kowai that he caught 2 days ago. We ate one side yesterday and we're eating the other side today. So 2 meals out of it. We've also got some nice salmon that Ricky Brown gave us. I've got one and Mikhail's got 2, and we've got real, true, 100% wasabi on it. It's where is it? There it goes there. It's kind of a dull colour compared to the fake one. You can spot the fake one. There's the bright one is the fake one, and the real one's that sort of colour there. It's changing a bit, eh? It's quite different. It's quite a flat colour. And we've also got some sardines, which are actually really nice with a little bit of soy. And I've also salted them as well. Sardines or yellow-eyed mullet, what you want to call it. Free fish in this dish. I've given him some blue vein cheese without asking. Do you like blue vein cheese?
I'm not sure.
Well, if you don't, bro, you make sure you give it to me. It's Coriander blue vein cheese. That's that one just there. It's delicious.
I'll give it a try. See if I like it.
Try it, please. It's my favourite blue vein cheese. Is the Coriander. Mikhail's trying it right now.
What's Coriander?
Oh, you don't need to put you don't need to put any. No, don't put. Just
putting
putting wasabi.
bits of the sashimi.
Putting wasabi on your cheese. What do you do that for, man? The flavour of the cheese is the flavour. You won't know now because it'll taste like wasabi.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, good.
I do.
Nice. Well, it's yours, bro. It's yummy, eh?
Cheers.
So that's our dinner. Oh, my stomach's rumbling because I'm so hungry. Because what we had yesterday was, like I said before, half, and I've had nothing else to eat. Have you anything else to eat since yesterday? I think you've had a bowl of porridge and that's it, yeah? Yeah. But we haven't been doing a lot of physical work. We've been, I've been teaching Mikhail how to make his own videos and how to edit. And he's getting through it pretty well, actually. He's making a snap vlog right now. Hey team, thanks for watching. Be good. Can't be good, be careful. See you later.